Time now for Futures in Focus. The dollar extending its gains after data showed US retail sales advanced by the most this year in July. Now that bolsters the case further for Fed tightening this year. Joining us from the CME to discuss is Deming of KKM Financial. Dan, thanks for joining. Was there any kind of sea change after retail sales came out this morning? And we also had an improvement in the home builder sentiment index.
Exactly, and then the Empire State Manufacturing number was very strong, Vonnie. That all those things served as a confluence, I think, of events that have helped propped up the U.S. dollar here. We saw it touch 94 briefly, now holding just below there around the 93.90 level. So we are seeing a reversal of the trend that was in place really going back to June.
Is it a reversal really, though, Dan, or are we just getting a little relief here from the extraordinary weakness?
I think that's a good point, Vonnie. And when you talk about it is a short-term reversal, because if you look at the trend line coming from June to early August, you can see a bit of a reversal. But overall, the longer-term trend does still appear to be lower. We're just seeing a bit of a pop here based on the strength of the U.S. economy.
Let's move it on now to oil. We've seen oil come off as well in the last few days, in the last few sessions, having really, given traders a boost or maybe a scare, depending on which side you were on. Does oil continue this downward motion? Well, I tell you, when you look at the chart and when you look at the fundamentals here, Vonnie, you'd have to say that that's a higher probability. You're looking at a downward trend here. You're still, oil really is in this supply-demand situation, and when you take that into account, there's still oversupply, and we got a report about the shale production in the United States moving forward. That looks like it's picking up traction, and lack of compliance. So all those things are leading to this downtrend. Plus, the stronger dollar is also pushing oil lower as well. What's top of traders' minds this week, Dan, as we're seeing, geopolitical tensions continue, but maybe not as aggravated as they were at the end of last week. And of course, all these trade talks.
Right, exactly. So I think that, the traders are keeping an eye on a lot of the geopolitical events out there, but also the supply numbers that are going to come out later today, the API and the EAI. So some of those numbers, those numbers have impacted the price of oil here the last couple of weeks. So I think that those numbers will be key when moving forward this week as well. Dan Deming, we'll be keeping an eye out. Thanks to you from KKM Financial, to everybody at the CME with today's Futures in Focus. Nera.